team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Busts through behind his pad. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Scrambling away. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on! Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Canes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's going to try to return this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A great job on the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Teray. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move.
So dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got it in the middle and shot. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Hurricanes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pulls and fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got it in the middle. It's shot. At the 40. There he goes. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The short hands. It's Potts. Smashes through the tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to power it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. This one from 23. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Complete to the right. Creates a little space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're
gonna let it fly, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with the completion.
Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They just keep firing. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense getting it.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to fire on second down. Complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle. It's Potts. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kick is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Rush is on him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. Gives him the big stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it,
and the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. The play action fake. He'll pull it down and run.
welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Touré. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's late. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. All by himself. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Fresno State right back to the line. They want to throw it. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the beatdown has ensued. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Makes the catch. It's shot. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
He's got it down the left side. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fakes the grab on the left.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Toure. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Throwing on the run. It's caught. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
That's reeled in. It's Weeks. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
With the catch, it's Stockton. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback keeper. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At midfield, he's got room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here's the handoff. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a crease to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it to the back on the draw.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heart